Hey everyone, can you hear me and see me? Welcome to my second ever live stream. I'm excited to have you all here. Welcome, welcome. Is my audio good? Sounds good, awesome. So I also have my guitar with me today, so I decided to have some fun with it, just kind of mostly talk with you still, but wanted to also have the guitar, so I can turn on my volume here, and you can let me know if you hear the guitar as well. Can you hear the guitar as well? Awesome. I'll turn that off when I'm talking because it will make some ugly noises if I have it going, but welcome all. So awesome to have you here. This is my second time doing a stream, so this is really cool. How do I warm up? I usually kind of do an exercise just up and down the neck. Well, first I do some stretches, kind of like put my wrist out to the side and make sure I stretch out my wrists. And then I will just do chromatic, like up and down the neck to start warming up. Welcome, welcome. This is really awesome. I don't know if there's anyone in the background speaking. It'd probably be street noise. Hopefully that's not too loud. Smells like teen spirit. Can I sweet pick? I've been working on it a little bit, but have not perfected it yet. I think it will take a while, but something I want to keep improving at. Naveed, should I quit music? I think music, it should be to help you, make you happy, and if you're not feeling happy with it, it's fine to take a break from it, but there might be some other things that you want to work through. I wouldn't say you'll quit music forever, but sometimes you might want to take a break. It's totally up to you. If you're not enjoying it, you can take a break, but I think a lot of people will come back to music in the end. It's just a great way to enjoy yourself. Have you played it in a band? I would actually like to someday play in a band. I haven't yet, but I think it would be pretty cool, and it would be something that I'd like to do maybe in the future. I don't really know how to find a band, but one day. How's my finger? My finger is doing pretty well, actually. I haven't had a problem with it in a few months. I had an initial nerve problem with it. I went to a doctor, and since that time, probably like 3 or 4 months ago, I haven't had a problem with it. So that's been really great so far. Have I ever done a live gig or street performance? No, I haven't. This is my first time live with a guitar, and it would be cool to perform outside of my apartment at some point in the future. I'm not really taking requests for this live stream since I haven't learned these songs, but maybe in the future. If you mean, Delane is really cool, so maybe I could do a cover of them in the future. Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. I don't actually know how to sing this, but it's something I could learn. I have a lot of different songs that I want to cover and lots of things I'm planning to do in the future, so that would be cool. Hello Eric, thanks for stopping by. Have I considered playing bass? I actually have a bass over on my side over here that I played a little bit, but not that much, just using it for writing original music mostly. Good evening, welcome. Favorite Ghost song? That's a good question. That changes over time. I like a lot of Ghost songs. I like Cerise a lot. So that's a good one. That has some really cool riffs. There's really a lot of cool Ghost songs, and they have lots of cool dual guitar parts as well, so I'd like to do more of their music in the future. 7 p.m. in Brazil. Yeah, I know it's lots of different times around the world. It's 3 p.m. where I am, but there's lots of different time zones, and I really appreciate everyone coming out from all these different time zones to make it here, even if it's in the middle of the night. Thank you so much for being here. Do I have any new original music in the works? I'd like to do more in the future, but I haven't started working on it yet, but definitely will be doing that. The audio is making some weird noises. I'm not sure if I can fix that or not. Hopefully it's okay. 105 in Finland. Thanks for joining from Finland. I know there are a couple people here from Finland. Have I tried playing guitar with a bow? That's actually an interesting question. There is the E-bow, which kind of vibrates the strings, and I haven't actually tried that yet, but I recently did a cover of the Nothing Else Matters solo, and that, I believe Metallica on the album was actually using an E-bow to get the notes to ring out longer, and I didn't have one, so that would have been nice. Let's see. Welcome everyone who's just joining. The classic Nightwish singer debate. I'm partial to Tarja and Floor, but really like all areas of the band. They have really good music. Cerise is your first song? That's awesome. It's a really fun song to play. Oh, thanks for getting the shirt. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure how many countries have it, but I think it's been ordered around the world a little bit. So if anyone else wants the shirt, I think I have the link in the description. Yeah, the graphics are pretty. I commissioned the design from a really good artist, and I really like his work. It's really cool. Do I like Metallica? Yeah, I like Metallica. Maybe I actually got introduced through metal through Metallica, probably like a lot of people here. So they're obviously really awesome band. What was the first song I learned on guitar? The first full song was actually a Ghost song, I believe. Square Hammer, but I also learned some parts of other songs before that and many different bands. Play the Nothing Else Matters solo. We could try it. We'll see how this goes. A little nervous here, my fingers. Yeah, let's try that again. Wow. Yeah, see, as you can probably tell, my fingers are shaking. I'll come back to that in a little bit. We'll do that. I actually haven't played guitar live in front of an audience before, so that was a bit of a pitiful attempt, but we'll come back to it. I'll do it again. Hey, thanks so much for the donation, Band Missing Person. I'll check that out. I haven't heard of them before. I don't know if I got good there, but don't worry. I'll come back. I use mostly Ibanez guitars. Obviously, I have my two main guitars here, and I have my Ibanez bass as well, but I have the Fender Squire that I started with in the back there. My audio is great. Good to hear. Just need to match my guitar playing. Yeah. It's a bit strange. The first time I probably played out of my apartment was in a guitar store in Japan, and I was really nervous then, and I just completely messed up, or at least it seemed like I was messing up everything I was doing, but it was interesting, and I still need to start getting more used to that. This definitely is helping, though. Do I like memes? Yeah, gent. I haven't done much gent, but I guess just chugging on. I don't have a 7-string guitar, so just. Is that gent enough? Do I have any pedals? I have a couple pedals, but I don't actually really use pedals very much because I use my modeling amp and Bias FX, which kind of has built-in effects. So I mostly use that. Led Zeppelin. It could be cool to learn some Led Zeppelin sometime. System of a Down. Yeah, System of a Down has some cool songs. I don't actually know any of Monomarth, but yes, CVT. Yes, yeah, it does have a lot of videos on gent. How did I learn? I learned mostly through teaching myself through watching videos online. So I kind of figure out something that I wanted to learn and then go from there, kind of look up lessons on YouTube, and I've learned through that. I haven't had an in-person teacher yet. You figure out how to play my song by ear. That's really, really cool. I appreciate that. I actually was realizing earlier that I've forgotten how to play parts of it already, but I haven't played it since I released it, so we'll have to work on that. Let me see if I remember any of it here. Okay, sort of remember some of it. Can I play the ukulele? I haven't played the ukulele before, actually. Maybe my friends once, but I haven't really learned it before. I do not know the solo of Tornado of Souls, but that is a good one. I cannot sweep pick like Marty Friedman yet, but who knows, one day maybe. You love Awakening? Thanks so much, I really appreciate that. I don't know Placebo. The banjo? Yeah, I would like to play more instruments in the future too. Through the Fire and the Flames. Yeah, these are really realistic requests for me. Can I play a power chord? Yeah, power chords are just. one note here, and you can move that around. You can also add on the octave with your pinky. And probably I learned how to play them by watching YouTube videos. They're one of the first things I probably learned how to do because I wanted to play a lot of songs that use power chords, so they're definitely very useful to do. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. I really appreciate it. I don't think I have long fingers like Steve, but I think I have maybe average size fingers. You learned power chords today? That's awesome. That's awesome. Join a band? Yeah, I would like to in the future. It would be cool. How often do I practice? I try to practice every day, and hopefully around an hour a day. Sometimes I don't, but a lot of days I do more. Basically just try to do as much as I can. Yeah, you can definitely do power chords with index and pinky if you want as well. Just kind of personal preference. Do I know some songs from Europe? Yes, I do. A lot of my favorite bands are from Europe. Pretty much most of them are. A lot of them are from Finland in particular, so welcome all the Finns here. Thanks so much, Kip. I really appreciate it. Can I play video game songs? I haven't actually learned any, but that could be cool to do. I do like some video games. I don't have any effects pedals on me right now. Do I watch Jared Dines? Yes, I do periodically. He definitely has some good content. I don't know the intro Wolf and Raven, but I do like Sonata Arctica, so hopefully I can do that in the future. What video games do you like? I used to be really into Mass Effect. I played all 3 Mass Effect games, and that was one of my favorite series for sure. I haven't played Poison in a while, but I can see if I can play the riff here. Yeah, let's see. I think that was close to what the riff is. It's been a while since I played that one. I think my fingers are starting to get a little bit less shaky, but still a little bit off. How am I recording? I'm actually recording directly through my amp into Open Broadcasting Studio, and that is just actually working out fine. I didn't know it would work, but it does through the THR-10. What is my dream song? I'm not sure that I have one in particular dream song. It would just be nice to be able to play whatever song that I'm interested in pretty quickly, and I guess that is a good long-term goal. Are you a fan of Rammstein? Well, I did my cover of Du Hast recently, which was fun. Let's see. So that was a fun one to do, but I know it was a little bit controversial because of the singing, but the thing was I really wanted to do the song, and I couldn't do the song without including, I couldn't do it with using the copyrighted audio, so I wanted to do it all myself, and thought it was just a fun thing to do. Thanks so much for the donation, John. Randy Rhoads. I don't know any Randy Rhoads solos yet, but he does have some amazing stuff, and I would love to be able to play things like the Crazy Train solo. Just an incredible guitarist. I really appreciate it. I don't think I've heard of Pentagram before. Love my singing. Yeah, it was just, I obviously wasn't trying to sound like the original, because the original is a large, really deep voiced man, and I just had to kind of come up with something that I could do with the whispering, so we'll see. Maybe we'll experiment more with that in the future. Play some Nightwish. Let's see what I remember. I guess She Is My Sin. A good one, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of Nightwish songs. It's interesting, I don't actually totally remember. Once I learn a song, I often kind of forget parts of it until I listen to them again recently or look at my covers again. I think I could learn them again really fast, but I actually forget a lot of the things other than certain riffs, so something that would be cool to keep working at, to keep a vast library of songs in my head all the time. Favorite Gent song? I'm not sure. I don't actually listen to very much Gent in particular, but I don't actually know Sweet Child of Mine. What pick thickness? This is a Jazz 3 1mm pick, so I've been using these for a while. I like that they're small and pointy, so they're very good for fast picking. Something from Ghost. I played Cerise a little bit earlier. It's a really good song. What's the most? Tortex. I think I actually started out using Tortex picks, but I ended up liking these better, but I think it just is a personal preference. Play really well, thank you. I'm not playing my best right now with the nerves, but this is a lot of fun. I think that the next time will be a little bit easier. For Whom the Bell Tolls, do I remember that? Let's see if I haven't played that since I did the cover. Okay, yeah, let's try again. Okay, remembered that. Teaching your girlfriend to play guitar, she loved my first year. That's awesome, that's really cool. I hope she is really loving guitar. Favorite cover? Yeah, that was this For Whom the Bell Tolls one was pretty fun. I had some fun experimenting with the solo at the end there. That's the first time I ever tried doing something kind of original because I didn't want to play the original like improvisation, so that was fun. Welcome everyone. Do you have any pedals? Yeah, I don't actually. I mentioned that earlier. I have a few pedals, but I don't really use them because I'm using Bias FX and my modeling amp. I have a Discord server actually on my Patreon page, which I recently made. For everyone who's there is a Discord server. It's not super active yet, but hopefully we'll get more people in it over time. My t-shirts? Yeah, I have my Rachelf t-shirt here. The link for that is also in the description. I really enjoyed making this, and there might be some other stuff coming soon, so we'll see. But if you were interested in this, the link is in the description. Yeah, I don't know if I remember The Smells Like Teen Spirit solo. That has been a long time. That cover is interesting because I posted it right after my first year progress video, and it got a lot of views because of how that worked. But it's not exactly my best cover, so. We are welcome. Are you working on another song? I would like to start. I haven't really yet. I've been working on some riffs and things like that. I started doing a 1 riff a day challenge on my Instagram page, which I ended up kind of stopping early because I kind of hurt my wrist. But that was really cool and really interesting, coming up with new things every day. So I think that doing something like that in the future might help to work on the next song. Why did I choose Ibanez? Honestly, I really liked how the guitars looked. A lot of my favorite guitar players used them, and I really fell in love with it when I got my first one. Yeah, definitely a unique cover. Welcome, Noelle. I really appreciate having you here. Your videos are awesome. If anyone here hasn't checked out Noelle's channel, you should definitely check it out. She has awesome guitar covers. How's the bass coming along? I'm still not playing it very much outside of working on my original song, but I have it. I changed the strings on it recently, and it is good to have around. I will keep using it whenever I'm writing original music. Have you ever used Rocksmith? That is a question I get a lot. I did try it once. I don't think it's the right type of learning for me. I think I learn better kind of figuring things out rather than looking at things like tabs, and Rocksmith is kind of effectively that. But I think for certain people who learn that way, it would be really good, and definitely a good option. I think it just depends on personal preferences. Thanks, Noelle. Yeah, and I see someone's asking if I designed my shirt. I commissioned someone. I am fortunately not a good visual artist, but I found a good artist and commissioned the design, and I'm really happy with it. Do I know Les Paul? No, I don't. If you have Ghost, I liked it. I don't think I actually knew the original song, so Thanks for the donation, by the way. So I don't actually have a lot to compare it to, but I've listened to most of Ghost's library of songs, and I really like pretty much all their music. Welcome from Italy. Play some Aussie. Let's see if I can remember. Okay, remember that too. Will I ever get a BC Rich guitar? I don't think so. I'm not a huge fan of what I've seen so far, but I'm sure they're great if you love their style. Steve from Boston. Yeah, I've seen his channel before. Yeah, he has a lot of cool content. Yeah, there are a lot of questions. I'm doing my best here. It's hard to keep track of everything, but I'm sorry if I missed your question. Oh yeah, so Nita Strauss. So if you missed this on my Instagram, Nita Strauss actually wore my shirt once on stage with Alice Cooper in a live show, and that was because she had a Kickstarter for her upcoming album that I was really excited about, and I've really been inspired by her, so I decided to donate to that, and that was kind of part of that, and it was just really cool seeing that, and she's such a big inspiration. Really cool guitar. Yes, I love this guitar. It's very cool. Greetings from Sweden. Welcome from Sweden. That's awesome. That's awesome at his first concert. Hope you have a ton of fun. Concerts are really awesome. I love going to concerts. What's the model of the Ibanez? It's an RG652 AHM FX. I have that memorized now. Welcome from Italy. Welcome from New Zealand. It's so cool to have people around the world joining in. Welcome from Argentina. Very cool. Favorite female guitarist? As I mentioned, Nita Strauss is a big inspiration for me, and she is just an awesome guitarist, and I'm really excited for her solo album that's coming out soon. Playing on stage for 40 years. Wow, that's incredible. Thanks so much. Have I ever been to Poland? No, I haven't been to Poland, but I think part of my family and my ancestry is from Poland, so that's cool. From Germany. From Britain. Wow, this is crazy. There's so many people here. Colorado? Yeah. Any fingerstyle? I don't really play any. I don't have an acoustic guitar right now. Probably the only fingerstyle the most incredible fingerstyle. But I would like to work more on that. I did do a cover of Greensleeves like 2 years ago, which I used some fingerstyle for, but it's something that I haven't worked that much on yet. Do I know about baby metal? Yes, I have heard of baby metal. They're very interesting. Welcome from Poland again, Nebraska. You want to learn a new song? Do you have any to recommend? I would just recommend picking one of the songs that you really love, that you would be excited to learn. I think it's a pretty personal decision, and also one that's around your current level. You don't want to necessarily pick something that's so hard that you won't ever be able to learn it, but something that pushes you a little bit is always a good option. How do you know what stage you're in on guitar? I'm not sure that stage or like labels like beginner, intermediate, advanced is that important. It's more about whether you're able to play what you're excited about and whether you're happy with where you are. It's kind of hard. There's so much to learn, so it's hard to classify people into different stages. You started learning to play guitar. Do you have any tips? I guess I would just kind of start out by figuring out what you want to learn, what you're excited about, and starting early on songs that you really love, and it's okay if you can't play them at full speed yet. It will still be a lot of fun playing them, and that will help you improve a lot. Motorhead? Oh, okay. Let's see, Ace of Spades. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. I don't really sing too. You can see my recent Do Has video where I kind of whisper sing, but I would like to be able to sing. I haven't learned in the past. What's the longest time I haven't played guitar since I started my YouTube channel? Probably during my trip to Japan last year in November. I was gone for around a month, so I didn't play guitar for most of that time. I did actually bring a travel guitar, but I didn't actually use that guitar very much over the time, so it might not have been the best decision to bring along, but I did have it with me, so I probably only played a couple of times over that trip, but that was the longest time without serious practice. Yeah, the chat is moving pretty fast. How did I set up my guitar and mic so you can hear them both? So I'm using Open Broadcasting Studio, and I have the Yamaha THR-10, which is my modeling amp, and I actually was just able to set that as a second input to Open Broadcasting Studio. So I assume you could probably do that with some sort of interface as well, but I'm using, so I just have my mic and the amp as two different inputs into the Broadcasting Studio. How many songs have I written? Just the one. I've written some riffs, but not any more songs yet, but I would like to do more this year, and next year. Abby and Anna, your sister wants to play guitar because of me. That's so cool to hear. I hope she has a lot of fun with it, and it's just a really cool thing to play. Breaking the law, I could probably do that. Do I practice sweeping? I've been working on it a little bit, but need to work on it more in the future. What string gauge do I use? So I use hybrids usually. I use 9-10 hybrids so that the lower strings are a little bit thicker and do better with down tuning, but I want to keep the higher strings easier to bend. And on my other guitar, I use 9s on the one with the floating bridge. I'm going to start playing Dragon Force, David says. Maybe, might be a little bit still, might be a little bit. Dave, yeah, it's totally okay if you feature my song. That's really cool if you are doing that. But yeah, totally fine with me. Anyone can use it. Yes, Noah is very cool. As I mentioned earlier, you should definitely check out her channel if you haven't yet. Do I know any Led Zeppelin songs? I don't right now, but it would be cool to learn some. That's so cool that you played. That's really cool. I really appreciate it. Tesla, well, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. I really appreciate it. If anyone else is interested, I have some cool perks. I'm giving away downloads of backing tracks, and we have a Discord community. I have that linked in the description as well. Iron Maiden cover. I should do an Iron Maiden cover at some point. I haven't yet, but I should. Consider doing guitar tutorials. Yeah, I have been thinking about doing that a little bit. It's a little tricky because obviously I'm still relatively new to guitar, but I think I could teach some things, so might be something I'll do in the future. I always think that one of the best ways to learn is through teaching, so that might be a good thing to do in the future. Do I like metal? Yes, so I do like metal, as you can probably tell from my other videos. Favorite riff? That's really hard. There's so many riffs. I can't just pick one riff. Yeah, I could teach my song. That's a good idea. Just stretching fingers. I guess just practicing helps a lot, and also I would recommend before you practice doing warm-up stretches, and it helps a lot and will help both prevent your wrist from getting injured and get your hands more flexible. You get in this live stream world, yeah, you should definitely do it. That would be a lot of fun. It's only my second one, so I'm not too experienced with it yet, but it's a lot of fun. Do I like Artoni? I have heard of them before a little bit, but I haven't honestly listened to them that much yet, so don't want to make a decision. Brazil, welcome France. So cool to have everyone here. What's my favorite song? There's so many songs. I definitely like a lot of Nightwish songs. Everdream was one of my favorites, but I also like a lot of Ghost songs, and I think it changes over time, so it's hard to pick just one song. I don't actually know very many Slipknot songs. I don't think I've listened to them that much before. Favorite Megadeth song? Not sure. I guess I probably listened to more Metallica than Megadeth, even though I do like some Megadeth songs. They definitely have some cool ones that could be cool to learn in the future. Some of my favorite bands. So I have a Spotify playlist that has a lot of my favorite bands and favorite songs that I made a little bit ago, and I'll link that somewhere, but that has a ton of my favorite songs. AC/DC. Yeah, I did a cover of Back in Black. Let's see. Baby Metal. Yeah, someone mentioned Baby Metal earlier, and they are quite an interesting band. Nightwish. This Nightwish debate comes up so often. I really like Flora as well, and she's just a really great singer and performer as well as Tarja. But I like both of them. Thunderstruck. I don't actually know Thunderstruck, but I should learn that. That is something I want to learn. I didn't watch the MTV Awards. Do I use a metronome? I do use one when I'm recording, and I have been using it a little bit more when I'm practicing as well, but something I would like to keep incrementing or increasing my usage of. But I do use it when I'm recording now. What was the hardest song for me to learn? That's a good question. I feel like each song has had its own challenges and difficulties. Maybe the first song that I learned, Square Hammer by Ghost, was the hardest at that time because I hadn't learned a full song before and I wanted to play it through all the way without stopping, and I kept messing up. I think I spent like a month trying to record that first song. And then from there, it's gotten a lot easier, but each song has had its own challenges. I definitely had some struggles with She Is My Sin by Nightwish at the time because I wasn't very good at picking quickly at that point, and that song required a lot of that and a lot of quickly chugging on the strings. So I guess it's been a unique challenge for most of the songs. Thanks for joining, David. Appreciate it. I haven't tried the Fender Play app. Do I still play the Squire? Yeah, it's mostly just sitting there. You can see it back there. I don't really play it as much anymore. It's just not as fun for me to play as my other guitars, but it's definitely a good starting guitar. Yeah, the stream started 30 minutes. I didn't even realize that it has been a while now. Panic at the Disco. I haven't listened to Panic at the Disco in quite some time. What videos did you watch and learn to play guitar? That's a little bit hard because there were so many. I guess one thing I did was I started out by playing some not really full songs, but things that were fun. So like Hall of the Mountain King, that classical song, and some others like that, just to kind of get a handle on my picking, but still play something musical. So that could be something cool to start out with. That's not just a scale, and that might be something worth looking into. Some classical music, just playing it slowly and doing some alternate picking. This time I have some water, so I'm going to take a sip of water. Last time I forgot to. Do you know Stargazer by Rainbow? Yes, I do. I actually recently discovered them. They were being played at a concert I was at just over the loudspeakers before the concert, and I really like that song. As well as Babylon, Gates of Babylon. Greta Van Fleet? Yeah, I recently discovered them. I like a lot of their songs. They definitely have that classic sound and are really good musicians. How did I come up with a name for Awakening? That's a good question. I was kind of going back and forth between a few different names, and I was trying to think of something that was just describing what the song was to me, which was my first song. So I wanted to have something that was related to beginning, and Awakening was good for that. Within Temptation, yeah, I like Within Temptation. I haven't listened to them in a little bit, but they are a cool band. I like some of their older stuff especially. I haven't watched, sorry, I missed your Venom. I haven't watched Venom yet. Do I watch Game of Thrones? Yes, I do. I'm excited for whenever the next season is coming out. I don't know when that is, but hopefully it'll be a cool ending. Playing electric guitar fingerstyle. I haven't done that much of it, but if it works, then it sounds good, then it is good. First person that's never noticed you on your live stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. Have I ever taken guitar lessons or am I self-taught? I am pretty much I am self-taught through the internet, so I haven't had any in-person lessons, but I've obviously watched a lot of videos, so many teachers, I guess, across the internet. Yeah, Marty, I've watched Marty's music channel before as well. Walking Dead, I watched a little bit of The Walking Dead, but I haven't watched recent seasons. I have heard of Ailstorm. I don't know any of their songs, but Pirates Metal. But no, spoilers. Nirvana. I guess let's see. Does that even know? That's been like a year since I've played that. Where can I start to learn guitar? There's so many YouTube channels out there. Justin Guitar is a good place to start too. Noli, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Do you know any Deep Purple? I don't think I know any Deep Purple, but they are a cool band. Like, I don't know any to play. I mean, I actually know a little bit, but not enough to play a full song. Do you play any other instruments? I have a bass, which I play a little bit, but not that much. And no, I don't play any other instruments. Although actually, that reminds me, I have something sitting on my desk right here that might be. Does this count as an instrument? My hair is pretty long right now. I've been to Japan. Japan was really cool. Yes, the automaton was indeed from Japan. I saw a giant one when I was there, which was pretty cool. Yeah, Smoke on the Water. I'm from the US. Guitarlele, yeah, that's true. I do have a guitarlele. I haven't played it in a while, but it is here. That would be interesting to do. Just fun. You introduced me to the fact that you can slow down YouTube videos. Yeah, that is really useful. I use that a lot to learn things. So if anyone else hasn't seen that before, you can just click on the settings on a YouTube video and you can slow it down so you can get a sense of what's being played better if it's going really fast. Drop B. I don't think I've gone as low as drop B before, but I do tune down to D standard quite a bit. Is Ghost like Meatloaf? I haven't listened to that much Meatloaf, so not sure about that. I don't think so, but Play by Squirehead. I think it's just gonna stay there for now, but it is cool. No, I'm not going to school. I work full time now. Luckily, it's the weekend. Slipknot. I don't know that much Slipknot. I've heard about the other bands that the lead singer of Ghost was in before, but I didn't know about them before I started listening to them. Under 123 Talks. Yeah, they play Rocksmith. I've seen their channel before. They are quite amusing to watch, and they're really skilled. Do you have any brothers or sisters? I have a younger sister. Is that a real fireplace? I think it used to be at some point, but it's not right now, unfortunately. So no fireplace. I did actually, in my cover of the Ghost Rat solo, I don't know, I did a fade in from a fire thing in front of the fireplace, which I thought was amusing, but it wasn't really noticed, but had some fun with that. How much do I practice a day? I try to practice for at least an hour, but that often ends up being more on the weekends, and sometimes I can't, but I try my best. I've only recently found about you. Do you have original music? Yeah, so I just released my first original song, Awakening, and let me see if let's see. So that was a little bit from my first original song. I think I should have turned my amp is like kind of low, so I can't hear myself playing that well. But this is fun. Solar guitars. I have seen Ola's solar guitars. They look pretty cool. Well, like, thank you, thank you. You're getting an Ibanez soon? That's really cool. Hope you enjoy it. I really like them. Have you ever thought about learning the drums? Drums, I feel like, are kind of like a space concern. I don't know where I would put a drum set. I guess I could get an electric one, but it still takes up a bit of space. But it could be cool to expand my knowledge into other instruments as well. So it could be a thing to do in the future. Right now I'm just using drum programming software, Easy Drummer 2. Do you have other hobbies? Not really. It's mostly just guitar and making videos now. It takes up pretty much all of my free time. Do I ever get noise complaints? No, I don't really, because I usually use headphones, so that works. My song is streaming. It's on Spotify. I used DistroKid to release it. I have seen K-Mac before. He makes some interesting videos. What was the first song I heard that made me want to play? I'm not really sure if I have a great answer to that. I don't think it was just one song, and it wasn't even, I took a long time to realize that I wanted to play guitar since I didn't even start until I was 22 and looking for a hobby. I just kind of really liked music and realized that I really liked watching people play guitar, and I thought it was really cool. So I started out there. What guitar is in the back? That is my old Squier Strat that I got when I first started playing guitar. My sister does not play guitar, no. Yeah, I'm 25 now, actually. Just recently turned 25. I know I might not look it, but do you sometimes love/hate the guitar? Yeah, so I mean, I think everyone goes through periods where they feel like they just can't do anything right. I certainly have that, where I'm just trying to play something and can't do it, but I think it always goes away, and if that happens, you can always just take a little break, and it always comes back around. What was the first song that you learned that you thought you were good enough for YouTube? Well, I didn't really think that I was good enough for YouTube. I just wanted to make YouTube videos because I wanted to track my progress for myself. And I thought it would be fun to record myself and be able to share videos. So I don't think you need to be good enough for YouTube to make videos. Anyone can make videos, and you don't want to have expectations for how they're going to do, and make them for yourself. Make them because you enjoy making them. And if people come along, that's awesome, but it's still a lot of fun just making videos. Yeah, Awakening is on Spotify, yes. Are you asking too many questions? That's another question. No, that's what this is for. This is a lot of fun. Ibanez with the Floyd Bridge. Bad move for first guitar. Well, it's definitely a lot trickier to retune and set up, but if you really like the Floyd Rose, then that totally works for you. I'm sure you can learn how to do it. It's not that hard, but it's a bit of a pain, but it's a lot of fun to play around with it as well. I personally like having my fixed bridge guitar here as well, because I like to change between tunings a lot. So that's why I use this one more than my other guitar, but the other one's definitely really cool too. You learned the song Nemo by watching my cover. That's awesome. That's so cool. It's a really fun song. Do you recommend the Squier Strat for beginners or humbuckers necessary for metal riffs? If you're wanting to play metal, I would probably actually go with a guitar with a humbucker. I didn't get one, but I think that I would have maybe stuck with that guitar longer if I had. So I would consider getting a humbucker if you're planning on playing mostly metal. I haven't actually listened to the full album yet. I've listened to a few songs which were cool from the Greta Van Fleet album, but maybe I want to listen to the rest of it as well. Top 5 movies. I don't know about favorite. See, I'm not that good at answering that question. I'm not sure what my top 5 movies are. I actually even forget what my favorite movie is. I don't actually watch that many movies, but I'm not sure what my favorite one is right now. Sorry. If you hadn't gotten into guitar, what would you have made videos about? I guess I kind of always liked the idea of making videos. I had tried when I was a lot younger to make other types of videos like games and things like that. Never got very far with that, but yeah, I don't know. I probably would have found my way back into making videos at some point. Hi from Russia. Welcome, welcome. Favorite TV show? Probably Game of Thrones, I guess. I haven't listened to Disturbed's new album. I haven't listened to them in a while. When did I get that guitar in the back? That was the one I first got. I guess it was in January 2016. So that was my first guitar. I haven't seen Slayer Riser. Wyatt, thanks so much. That's really awesome. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you for stopping by as well. The new Jason Becker song. I've heard of it, but I actually haven't listened to it yet. I've been meaning to, but I have heard of it. It's really impressive that he's able to keep writing music. It's pretty inspiring. What's up, Rachel? Welcome, Epic. Miss her, Lou. I don't even. Let's see if I remember. What is Miss her even? Clearly, I don't remember what I'm doing right now. Ramstein. I'm still getting used to this playing on Livestream thing and forgetting what I know, but that's cool. I think this will get easier over time through my next live streams as well. Already getting a little bit better, so let's see. Can you improvise? So I haven't really gotten that much into improvising yet. I have tried a bit, but I'm working on some more things with the pentatonic scale recently, so normally you might play it. But I've been working on kind of going up and down the neck, so kind of to get used to different positions, and hopefully that will help as well. So I'm not just playing one way, I can kind of play up and down the neck. So that's something I've been working on recently. Have I ever played other tunings? Yeah, so I've played a few things in drop D, and also I play in D standard quite a bit because Ghost uses D standard a lot. Did I learn the pentatonic scale when I first started playing? I learned it pretty soon after, and it's useful definitely for sure if you're trying to improvise and play along with other songs, and a lot of songs use it, so you can kind of figure out what's going on in songs if you know it. And I'm not an expert on scales or anything yet. That's something that I think I should do more, but it's definitely worth learning and will definitely help you if you want to start improvising. Giggles into my next song. And I'm not sure if that's going to fit in with the metal. I feel that's about Baby Metal. I should definitely check out this song. I do like a couple of their songs, so we'll see. Hi, welcome to everyone still joining, but doesn't chant. I haven't taken lessons. I've just done learning through online and self-teaching myself. Yeah, are any of my friends into gothic metal? No, no one I really know in real life is into the same type of music as I am, but it is cool to be able to have this community online that is. Battery's dying. Thanks for stopping by, Steve. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Welcome from Texas. Did I ever get good at skateboarding? No, I didn't get good at skateboarding. I had a skateboard, as you might have seen in that one video I made a while ago, and I didn't fall because I didn't really go very fast. I just kind of went around a parking lot and wasn't very good. But I still have that skateboard. I'm not sure if it's going to be used ever. Have I been skiing? I have been skiing, but not recently. Can I play Square Hammer? I haven't played Square Hammer in a long time, but I can see if I remember that one. I don't remember. Yeah, okay, I almost have it there. Okay, yeah, I think that was the intro riff of that song. But as I said, I haven't played that in a really long time. I don't know any death. Can I play Cliffs of Dover? That would be an interesting one to do. Welcome from Louisiana. I really appreciate you being here. Have I played in a band live? No, as I said before, I haven't. This is actually my first time playing in a sort of live setting, and hence my shaky fingers, but I would like to do more of it, and I think things like this will help, and maybe one day play live in a band would be really cool. More genting. Can't really do as much on a 6-string guitar tuned to E standard, but maybe one day. Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. Yeah, some music from movie scores is really cool as well. Thanks so much for the donation. You made a song with girlfriend. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm not. I guess for collaborations right now, they take a lot of time, and I'm kind of limited in my time for making videos, so I'm not. I have limited amount of time to do things like that, but I really appreciate it, and I hope that your music with your girlfriend continues, and that's awesome that you're doing that. I really appreciate it, and I'll try to check that out if you have it up. Welcome, Lala. I appreciate you being here. I haven't seen Slayerizer before. I have not. Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I haven't listened to that much Guns N' Roses, which is something that I probably should do more of. What amp am I using? I'm using my THR-10 Yamaha modeling amp, which I've made a review on before. It's connected to my computer directly right now, and you're hearing the audio from that. Hobbits, dwarves, or elves? I like elves. You know, the Rachelf could also be Rachelf, so elves kind of work. Happy birthday. Is there someone else's birthday? Am I going to be streaming a lot? I don't have a set schedule, but I think I would like to do it more. I think it's good to be doing this sort of guitar thing live, and also it's really cool to be able to interact with all of you, but I don't have a set schedule yet. Maybe more in the future, though. Yeah, lots of practice and preparation to perform live. That's definitely true. And yeah, it's a little bit different when I'm recording a video. I only have to learn, one song fully and be able to perform that. So I haven't had to do, multiple, other than when I did like individual riffs for my 10 riffs video. But it's a whole different thing to learn like 10 songs back to back, and maybe something I should try to practice, just to remember full songs and work on that now. Do I like PRS? PRS has beautiful guitars. I haven't actually played them before, but I do like my Ibanez guitars a lot. Have you learned sweep picking yet? I've worked on it a little bit, but not a ton. Definitely has something to practice a lot. Just kind of, I guess I started doing that sort of thing back when I was first learning guitar, just to start figuring out sweeping because I thought I really wanted to learn it, but kind of pushed it off a little bit. Something that would be really cool to get good at. Thunderstruck, yeah, I should learn Thunderstruck. You released your first song? That's so cool. Awesome, Harry. Do I use anything to clean and maintain my guitars? I just kind of wipe down my maple fretboard guitar with a soft microfiber cloth and get rid of all the fingerprints. On my rosewood fretboard guitar, I use some sort of liquid thing once in a while to clean the fretboard. I don't remember what it's called right now, but on this guitar, I don't really use any special cleaning fluids. Really cool to hang out with you too, Bulb. Thanks for joining. Eruption. I should do that as well. Yeah, I videotape myself. I have a tripod. If Ibanez didn't exist, what manufacturer would you use? I'm not sure. I haven't honestly tried enough. I'd have to try a lot more brands, and I guess like the guitars from Nightwish uses ESP guitars, which look cool. PRS looks cool. Like there's a lot of cool guitars out there. You want a tripod? Yeah, tripods are useful. Do some tapping. I haven't really practiced tapping, but I guess we can do something. Let's see. Let's see. Just being a little silly there. But yeah, I've used tapping in a few songs, but not something I've worked on a ton. Comparison. Yeah, I've seen their guitars too. I don't have tattoos. No, I don't have tattoos. Invisible tattoos. I really appreciate you saying that, Tesla. It's really cool to hear that. Yeah, I wasn't actually tapping seriously there, but Bye Bye Beautiful. Yeah, I haven't played that song before, but I would like to do more Nightwish in the future. Can you play any Megadeth stuff? I haven't really learned any full Megadeth songs yet, but it would be cool in the future. They have good songs, obviously, as well. Have you heard of Green Day? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Green Day was a big thing back when I was in my, middle school years, I would say, and they were probably one of the first bands I had a CD from, actually. Sweet Child of Mine. That is a classic. That is a classic. Argentina. Welcome from Argentina. I took Spanish in high school, but I don't really speak Spanish. I guess I could maybe understand a few words, but I don't. Not sponsored by Ibanez. I mean, I would love to be one day, but not sponsored by Ibanez. I just really like their guitars. Thank you so much all for being here. This is so awesome. How do you keep interest in guitar? I think that I just really like, I can set goals for myself. I think that's one thing, is setting goals and figuring out what you want to do. So if you want to write a song, you can start out on that. If you want to learn a song, that's a good goal to have as well, or just learning a technique. Those things help to keep me motivated. And also, it's okay if you need to take a break from guitar. If you're really not feeling it one day and you're not feeling inspired, it's okay to take a break. Sometimes that will bring you back more inspired. But I think having goals is a big thing. I sound like Van Halen already. Do you listen to Joe Satriani? I haven't that much. I know he is an incredible guitarist, though. We can try to do the Poison thing again. I haven't played in open tuning before. Arizona, welcome, welcome. What song have I always wanted to learn? That's a good question. I don't know that I have one song in particular. It's just more that there's lots of songs that I would like to learn, and some of them are definitely above my level so far, but I'm working on them. I was actually working on a Nightwish song, Stargazers, which I think I'm close to getting, but they have some pretty fast parts in it, and I can't quite get it to 100% yet, so, like... But anyway, that goes up, that's probably like 80% or something, and it goes up a lot faster than that. That's just something I've been working on a little bit, but one day, you just have to practice slow and speed it up. Do I know guitar theory? I know a little bit. It's something I'm working on learning more of for sure. I think it will definitely help with writing original songs and learning things by ear. Fender or Ibanez. I personally like how Ibanez guitars look better to me, but Fender is a great brand as well, and they make really good guitars. So personal preference. You can also do both. Why not both? I have a bass, but I don't play it that much. I have it around kind of for using for original songs and plan to play it more in the future. Have you ever jammed with anyone? Actually, I guess I have once, maybe with a couple co-workers, but it was like a 10-minute thing. So it was fun though, and something that I want to do more of. My go-to brand of pick, I have these Jazz 3 1mm picks that are kind of small and pointy, and they're really good once you get used to them. Bring Me the Horizon, I've heard of them before, but I don't actually know many of their songs. Hey, welcome SMY. Any Pantera? I haven't really learned any Pantera. Definitely a classic band though. Yeah, I have my first original song called Awakening out, and that is on my channel. It's also on Spotify, and I'd like to write more songs. It was a ton of fun releasing that, and really, really fun. Personalized picks, that could be cool. That could be cool. Did I try my guitars? I didn't try my guitars. So this guitar here I just bought from Sweetwater, and they have a really good return policy. So if you don't like it, you can always send it back pretty easily. And they don't really carry these guitars locally near me, so it wasn't really easy to try. And my other guitar, the other blue Ibanez S series, I bought used off of eBay, so also didn't try that one, but it was a good deal and it worked out fine. So I guess it's a little bit risky, but if you know that you like the brand, then it's a little bit less risky. Also depends on kind of what range the model is in. Can we play Wonderwall? Yeah, I don't actually know Wonderwall, but I do know that is a thing. What stops me from streaming a lot? I mean, I guess I can't during the weeks. It's a little bit hard, and also I guess I have to get used to it. I think once I get more used to streaming, it will be easier to do more often, but it's kind of an involved process for me of making sure all my streaming stuff is set up right and I have everything prepared. But it's really not that bad. Once I'm streaming, everything's going well, so I don't know. I should probably do more of it. It's a lot of fun talking to you all. Drum set from Sweetwater. Yeah, Sweetwater always includes candy. There's some candy with my guitar as well. Squire or Ibanez? I think it kind of depends on what you're looking to play. So I got the Squire because I didn't really know at the time what I wanted to play, and so I didn't know that I maybe wanted to get a humbucker. I guess I would suggest that if you're looking to play metal, that you get something with a humbucker in the bridge, but that could be a Squire or an Ibanez guitar. But I haven't actually tried the lower end, more beginner-friendly Ibanez guitars myself yet, so can't comment exactly on that, but I would assume they're pretty similar in quality. What string gauge? I use hybrid 9/10s, so like the bottom strings are a little bit thicker to work with lower tunings, but the higher strings are easy to bend still. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you joining. Are you a human? I don't know. You could not be, I guess. Could be a robot. Guitar clinics, maybe someday, who knows? Canon Rock would be cool to do sometime. Welcome from the UK. Thanks so much, I really appreciate it. Yeah, the Squires aren't bad. They're definitely good value for the price, and they definitely make good beginner guitars, but you just want to maybe think about getting one with a humbucker if you're looking to play metal, just to kind of suit that tone better. I'm not actually sure what the Floyd Rose is on the S series. I think it's an Ibanez unique one, so I could look it up, but I'm not totally sure. I think my guitar is the S5470 if you want to look it up. Do I know any Iron Maiden? I haven't really learned like any full Iron Maiden. I guess when I started out I learned a little bit, but I should learn more. They're definitely a classic band. I actually saw them live last year, which was really cool. They still have a ton of energy. Yeah, it's a bird's eye maple neck. Yeah, maple fretboard. Why Ibanez? I just really like how the guitars look. A lot of my favorite guitar players play them, and they play really well. They have thin necks, which are really comfortable to play on. Yeah, the Iron Maiden is just pretty crazy live. They're still like throwing their guitars around and jumping, and they've been doing it for so long. It's really impressive. What? Yeah, it is a big glass. I wanted to be prepared this time. Last time I didn't have any water. What amp do I use? I use my Yamaha TR-10 primarily, and for my covers though I use Bias FX, which is modeling software, and I use that. Steve Vai, yeah, his Ibanez model is pretty cool. My guitar is plugged in, if you just joined. Just made that up there. But yeah, I have the guitar plugged in and it's recording directly through Open Broadcasting Studio. Do I watch Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No, I watch as in, is that like a program? Or is that just like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in general? low action. Yeah, I have pretty low action on my guitar. I'm not sure what the exact measurements are, but I lowered it myself and I like it pretty low. It's a lot easier to play and a lot easier on the wrist. I've had some wrist pain in the past and it helps a lot. My favorite guitar, this one is probably one of my favorites just because it has the hardtail bridge, which makes it easy to switch between tunings and play lots of different songs. Since when do I play guitar? I played since January 2016, so a little, like 2.5 years now. Yeah, I am actually 25, surprisingly. Just recently, about a month ago. Yeah, I try to keep my wrist as straight as possible. I just have, it's kind of tricky with the power chords for me. It seems like my hands can't actually, I've tried like lots of different ways to not bend my wrist, and none of them really work, but I also I've been focusing on that, so I've been focusing on putting less pressure on my wrist, and periodically I've been using a band on my wrist to kind of keep things tight and warm. I think I have pretty bad blood circulation into my fingers and into my hand in general, and that has been helping a lot with that and keeping things feeling good, so I've been doing well so far. Steve Stein, I've seen his channel before. The model of the guitar is RG652 AHM-FX. My style is inspiration. That's awesome to hear. Thanks so much for watching. Shred boards with Jared Dines. You know, maybe some days. Maybe someday. My favorite food? I'm a big fan of sushi. Sushi is an awesome thing. Everyone's asking for Jet, but I only have this string guitar that's tuned to E standard right now, so I don't think that this like qualifies. Maybe it seems like an angry face while I do it. Yeah, there is another version of this guitar, like another version of the guitar that looks very similar to it. It looks really awesome. It's pretty incredible. Modify the Squire. That could be a good idea. I haven't played through it. I mostly just played through my amp here, my THR10, which is not, not very loud. I use it through my headphones a lot. You started out, chords were struggling. I think that for me, one of the big things when I was starting out was learning simple songs and learning songs, maybe not even simple songs, but just learning them slowly and not being worried about getting up to speed. It makes it a lot more fun for me at least, so I definitely recommend looking at songs if you're interested. Yeah, I play primarily metal. Yeah, I've been working on bending, and yeah, I still sometimes get a little bit out of tune, but sometimes that's because my calluses actually like disappear off my hand sometimes, and then after playing a lot, and then the bends start hurting my fingers more, so then I have trouble pushing it up all the way, but right now my calluses are okay. Slam some Metallica. Let's see. We're gonna do the approach. Do I know Baby Metal? I will look up Baby Metal after this because I know of them a little bit, but it sounds like people are really excited about them recently, and they must have had a new release. Yes, I did post a video showing my progress over 1 year. That was kind of how my channel started here. Here, as someone mentioned that before, they do look really beautiful, and I would like to try one out at some point. I mostly just use YouTube as a way of looking at lessons when I started out. Any classical music? I haven't learned any classical guitar music. As I said earlier, I did actually, when I was starting out, I learned some classical songs on guitar as a picking exercise, so like Hall of the Mountain King. I don't actually know. I don't know if I remember it now, but... So that was kind of a useful exercise starting out, so you can work on alternate picking, and it's musical. Dream On. I have liked Aerosmith in the past. Yeah, my calluses are weird because, you'd think that from playing every day they would always be there, but sometimes they just like disappear, and then my fingers start hurting again, especially when doing bending. So maybe one day they'll stay forever, but I don't know. I play pretty much every day, and they sometimes just go away. For at least, yeah, I learned that one as well back then. Green Sleeves. I did do a cover of Green Sleeves. That'd be fun to redo sometime. But oh no, someone left the band, Baby Metal. Do you think you would like being in Nameless School? Nameless School Ghost is really awesome live, and I think it would be hard to play in a costume, especially not having played live before, and this being like my first time. But I really like Ghost, and I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Why are your guitars blue? I like blue guitars. Maybe I should get a different one in the future, but I like blue guitars. Make some strange noises. That's easier to do with the whammy bar one, but like some natural harmonics. I don't know what strange noises to make on this guitar. It's a lot easier when you have the Floyd Rose, the floating bridge, and you do like weird guitar noises. But maybe in the next live stream. Do I like Nightwish? Yes, I love Nightwish. Do I like neoclassical music? Yeah, I have listened to a little bit. I haven't listened to it that much, but Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I don't know any Led Zeppelin, but I know I should learn some. Do I like bass? I have a bass, but I don't love playing it as much as I like playing guitar, but it's good to have around, and I can definitely see the appeal of it. Yeah, for Elise, here you go. Remote control in the pickups? What do you mean by that? Bass guitar progression. I haven't really played enough of it really to do that. Non-distortion riffs. That's a good question. I guess I played Green Sleeves once on my channel, but I haven't really played that many clean things. I guess some System of a Down parts that I've played before are clean, but then it goes into the distorted riffs. I'm just gonna, let's just play something. Thanks for watching tutorials. Awesome to have you here. Chop Suey. Yeah, I haven't learned Chop Suey, but it would be good to do more System of a Down. Yeah, having the bass is good with writing original songs. That's pretty much why I got it. Thanks for joining, Tesla. Awesome that you joined the Discord. If anyone else wants to join the Discord, you can join the Patreon page over in the link below this video. I have a Discord, and it would be awesome to get more people in there. Am I playing through my small amp? I am, but it's going through my computer directly, so you're not hearing that audio. I can actually barely hear it right now, which is not the best, but welcome from Guatemala. That's so awesome to have you here. It's really cool to have everyone from all over the world here. Video game music. I did like the soundtrack to Mass Effect back when I played the game. Synergy. I don't think I've heard of that. But I love Marco. I liked his band before, or maybe still during Nightwish, Tarot? It's an awesome band too. He has just a really great voice, and it's not as prominent in Nightwish. I see your comment. That one there. Brazil, that's awesome. Hello, welcome. Tips for learning by ear. Well, I actually recently made a video, I think it's like the second one on my page right now, about learning by ear, so I'd recommend looking at that. It goes into some of the techniques that I used and would recommend for working on learning by ear, so hopefully that will help. Do I play video games? I haven't played that many recently. As I said in the past, I really liked Mass Effect. I also played some Hearthstone and a little bit of Overwatch too. Not very good good at that though. I just wanted to try it. Welcome from the Netherlands. Streaming on a Walmart big screen TV. That's a little scary, but thank you. Yeah, interval training is a good idea. Is definitely a good idea. I have used an app for ear training, which I think is called Perfect Ear, and that is useful. That video helped you with learning by ear. That's great to hear. That's awesome to hear. That's what the goal was. So I'm glad to hear it was helpful. Poland, one. Yeah, thanks so much for everyone for joining when it's in the middle of the night. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to find a good time for everyone, but it's hard to figure out with all the different time zones. Do I play anything other than metal only? It's pretty much just metal, but I would like to do some more classic rock stuff. I like other bands as well, but I mostly listen to metal and mostly play metal. Plans to go back to Japan? I'd love to go back to Japan. I really loved my time there. It was an awesome experience. Do I know scale? I mostly know the pentatonic scale. I mean, I know how to make the minor and major scales, but I should probably work more on scales in the future. Where would I like to travel to next? It's a good question. Honestly, I've been really wanting to go back to Japan again, but I know I should probably go to other parts of the world as well. But it was just such an awesome experience, and I'd like to go to different areas that I didn't get to last time. But no immediate plans in the future. That sounds like an interesting play an interval while one isn't looking, the other guitarist tries to play the same interval. Yeah, that could be a cool system. Try making an angry face. I'm not sure I'm capable. I'm not sure. We can try while playing some. No, I didn't make an angry face. When are you recording another Rachelf song? I definitely want to. That was like really, really cool being able to release that song and share it with all of you. So this has been going on for, I guess it's actually been like an hour and 20 minutes now. I'll probably be stopping around 4:30, so 13 more minutes or so. But this has been really awesome. Practice tutorials. Yeah, I'd like to make more lesson type content in the future on my channel. We'll see what that exactly consists of, but as I said earlier, like teaching is a really great way to learn. So it would be a good thing, I think, for me and hopefully for others as well. We'll see. Greetings from Spain. So awesome to have you here. 7:15 where you are. It's 4:17 here. I'm on the West Coast in the US. MPK Mini, yeah, the keyboard. Yeah, I have the keyboard still. So I have used it a little bit, and I want to use it more in the future when I'm writing like original songs. But I've been doing a little bit, most of the backing tracks I've been making through existing tabs and kind of turning those into backing tracks. I'll make a video probably on that in the future. But basically, I still have the keyboard. It's still here, and I will use it in the future. It's good to have around. I'm not in Texas. I am in California. Master of Puppets. I can't play Master of Puppets. I haven't worked on it that much, but the down picking is so fast in that. I guess I did in my first year progress video have me playing that song, but it's really fast. Lots of down picking. It's something that I haven't worked on a ton, but learn more giving private lessons than you did on your own. Yeah, it's a huge thing. I've taught other things in the past, and it's definitely a great way to learn. West Virginia, welcome. 1 a.m. in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. That's so awesome. Welcome. What was my family thinking about my playing in my channel? I think they really like it. My dad played a little bit of guitar in the past, not metal, but he hadn't in a while, and I think they have a lot of fun watching the videos. 7 a.m. and you haven't slept? Oh no. Hopefully you can get some sleep sometime. If you had to be a fruit, which fruit would it be? That's a good question. I'm sure pineapple is fine. Thanks for stopping by, Epic. I really appreciate it. First metal song I've heard? I really don't know. That was probably a long time ago. Could have been something Metallica. How many guitars do I own? I have my two main guitars, the two Ibanez guitars here, and then I have a bass, this older guitar here. I have a ukulele and a treble guitar that's somewhere around here. So however many that is, I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't know Tool. I mean, I've heard of Tool, but I don't know the song. No, my mom doesn't play music. I did try to, when I was a kid, I didn't really play music either. I did play viola for a little bit, but I was pretty bad, as I mentioned before in some other video, and I didn't really discover music again until 2.5 years ago. Or discover playing music. I've always been into music. Oh no, you haven't seen my channel in a while? Yeah, I've had videos coming out pretty much every week, so sorry about that. Hopefully you can see that soon. How's the new place? It's good. I really like my recording setup here. You can't see it, but over there in front of my guitar rack is a pretty nice place to be. Makes it a lot easier. Do you like death metal? I haven't listened to that much death metal before. Have I tried any finger style techniques? Something I haven't worked on that much, as I said earlier, like you can just do the best finger, not the best finger style player, but I would like to work on that more. There's a lot of techniques with guitar, obviously, and there's so many things to learn, so it's hard to learn everything at the same time, but it would be awesome. Toxicity, that would be a cool song to learn too. Doom metal, I guess I've listened to a little bit of doom metal, although not that much. I guess Candlemass a little bit, but I've liked some of the riffs are kind of cool in those songs. Do I celebrate Halloween? I like Halloween. I used to love trick-or-treating when I was a kid, and we'll see. I'd like to maybe do some sort of Halloween video, but it's kind of time dependent. I don't have that much time now, so we'll see if I can make it work or not. But it is a fun holiday. Good night from Italy. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Am I going to any metal concerts? I would love to go to some of the big metal festivals, but they're not close by me, so I'll have to someday get over there. Have I always lived in California? No, I was originally from New York. Through the Fire and the Flames, yeah. Yeah, maybe just not on live stream, otherwise I would do it, but since I'm live. Yeah, a costume. I don't have a costume, but I should get a costume. Do you listen to any Japanese metal? I don't think I have that much. I know Baby Metal is a Japanese band, and I know I have to look up them again after this stream, but I'm not sure if I listen to any other Japanese metal bands. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Do you like Green Day? Someone asked about that earlier too. I used to. They were a big band when I was in middle school, I'd say. I'm your metal concert. Thank you. 4:05 a.m. Thanks for joining from India. That's so cool. Do I have a Spotify? I have my original song on Spotify, Awakening, and I also have a Spotify playlist that I made of some of my favorite songs that I had in a video, I think called My Metal Radio Show, if you're interested in checking that out. Yeah, For Whom the Bell... I did that a bit earlier, but could do it again. So my dream guitar, I really like my Ibanez guitars right now, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get another guitar in the future, but will this live stream be saved for later? Yes, I'll be posting it afterwards, so anyone who missed it or wants to come back to it can find it. Hi to Brazil! Awesome to have you here. Halloween thrash, yeah. Hell's Bells? Yeah, I should do more AC/DC. AC/DC is a lot of fun. I like playing Back in Black was a lot of fun. Now I'm forgetting how to play everything. You had to describe yourself in emojis. I like the octopus emoji. It's a pretty cool one. You get to write your own songs because of me. That's so cool to see. That's so cool. I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. My favorite guitar solo album? I'm not sure. I actually haven't listened to that many only guitar albums. I definitely have listened to some Steve Vai, and I'm excited for Anita Strauss's upcoming guitar album. Yes, the octopus emoji. That's the one. That's the octopus emoji. I send that sometimes in situations where it doesn't really make sense, but it always works. It always works. Yeah, Greta Van Fleet. So I haven't actually listened to the full album yet, but I have listened to a few songs, and they're definitely really talented. I've watched a few of their live performances on YouTube, and they're just super talented musicians, especially given how young they are. So very impressive. Yeah, Nita Strauss and Alice Cooper, and she also has her solo album coming out soon. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets, but I really would love to get a dog at some point. I really want one. I don't know any Slayer songs, but maybe. Do I want a Les Paul? I'm not personally very, I don't know, I'm not like super into how Les Pauls look myself, but, so I kind of like this style more, but totally cool. Everyone has their own preferences. Cooper Bucks, yeah, I went to an Alice Cooper concert. It's impressive that he's still doing the show so well, and he has so much energy as well. Adopt a dog. Yeah, I would like to at some point. One day. I'm not sure big or small. I think small is a little bit easier to manage, so probably smaller. I'm also a big fan of dog gifts, so. Dog. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Hui. I really appreciate you coming, and enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. It's my favorite song to play. I don't know, I guess it's whatever I'm learning at the time, and I always like the Cerise riff from Ghost and have a lot of fun with that. Slayer Raining Blood, yeah, that's like the big one there. I wonder if I remember the sort of. Ghost has a lot of cool songs and cool parts. Jackson guitars, I should really go try out a bunch of different brands and see how they are. It's so cool having you all here from all across the world watching and being able to chat. I think I'll do more of these in the future. It is a lot of fun to talk with you all, and I really appreciate you all being here, as I keep saying. Hey Tristan, thank you. Why Ibanez? As I said before, a lot of the artists that I really enjoy play Ibanez guitars, and I just really like how they look, and they're also very easy to play, so Crazy Train, could do that again. Got the ending there. How often do I change my strings? I actually change them pretty frequently, often before I record videos, probably like every 2 to 3 weeks or so, sometimes less. On my floated rose guitar with the floating trem, I definitely don't change them as much. I actually use coated strings on that, at least right now, so that makes it so you have to change them less, because it's not as fun to change. This guitar is really easy to change the strings because they have locking tuners, so you just kind of stick them in. Cover on Crazy Train, that would be cool once I can play the solo, so we'll see. Never been to Brazil before. So I think we're going to wrap up the stream in the next few minutes. Been going for an hour and a half so far, and it's been awesome talking to you all. Can I sing a song? Yeah, as you can see my cover of Du Hast, you might, it's questionable. I can do some whisper vocals, but I would like to get better at singing. I think it would be really cool to be able to do all parts myself. For how long have I been playing? Been playing for 2.5 years or so now. If that was, have I been to Chicago? I have been to Chicago maybe just once. Welcome, new subscriber from Brazil, that's so cool. Thanks, Katie, that's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you being here. Maybe we can try the Nothing Else Matters solo again. I completely messed it up earlier, but. A little bit better. Still a little bit messed up, but not that bad. This live, I think I'm getting a little bit less shaky since the beginning of the stream. My fingers are no longer just like vibrating. So, but if you want to see a better cover of that, you can check out my last video, Nothing Else Matters. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all being here. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. Hour and a half long. It was so cool talking to y'all, and thanks for joining from all across the world and all across the nation, from all different time zones. It's really awesome having you here. And if you want to check out and follow me on other platforms in between videos, I have an Instagram and Twitter in the description here, and I post there pretty frequently and post more frequent updates than on YouTube. And I also have a Patreon page where you can get backing tracks and other perks. So hope to see you on some of those places as well, and I'll have new videos coming out on YouTube soon too. So thank you so much for joining, and hope you all have a great weekend again. It's so awesome having you here, and thank you. Rock on. Rock on.